leader has in common. They eat incredibly boring lunches. They eat same food every day. I don't know why and how. Almost everyone I've met, the athletes, the world number one champions, the presidents, the billionaires, they eat boring food. So I think there must be something in that. So that's one thing that they do right. Number two, all of them are almost like really good decision makers. Not good decision makers, really fast decision makers. They just want to do, like, if they want to do it, they do it. They don't actually think about it a lot. A lot of us, we think about a lot of things so many times before doing. These guys, I don't know what they're made of, but they just keep taking decisions left, right, center. And even if they're taking wrong decisions, they back it up as if this is the best decision in the world. And they're almost backing it to the point that they're assholes about it, which is a great quality, don't get me wrong. So that's the second thing. Third, which I feel most of the people who I have had an opportunity to meet, they don't do complex things. In fact, they only do simple things. Like, they would be asking themselves the question like, what's the craziest idea? ये नहीं पूछते वो पूछते हैं खुद से that what is the most obvious thing that we're missing? And then they go do that obvious thing. So I think that's a very fascinating thing which I have learned, and I've started inculcating that in my life. What's the most obvious next move that I have to do? And that's another thing that I've noticed in them.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have to ask you, what is the most obvious next move that you're going to do?
I'm pretty vocal about it. Everybody must be knowing it already. I'm a loudmouth. I talk about my dreams, my next move, my everything very often, very out loud in public, almost to the point where sometimes it's embarrassing because if it doesn't happen, people are going to call me out very bad. So next obvious thing is the world domination, going out in the world, being number one in the world, being the most followed, most ranked, most viewed, whatever there is, whatever framework you want to put it, I want to be that podcaster in the world. So I'll be number one. That's the most obvious move next.
I want to highlight this for a second so people understand. You ended 2025 as number one in India and number 76 in the world. And as of February of this year, you were number 25 in the world. Yeah. So he's well on his way.
16, 17 months, I guess we'll be number one. The max 16, 17 months in the world. I don't think उससे ज़्यादा time लगना चाहिए. अगर बीच में कुछ गलत हो गया तो पता नहीं.
Raj, what's the strategy to get to number one?
By the number one strategy to become number one is saying no. Say no to almost everything in life. And here's what I mean by that. If you look at our content, India mein top 5 things. You understand? Everybody understand Hindi? Yeah, perfect. Anyone who doesn't understand Hindi? Oh, so, okay. I'm going to take care of you. Sorry. So, I'll try to keep it in English, but because English is not my first language, I tend to switch it in Hindi. So in India, if you look at my content, right, our podcast, our content, everything that works, which gets the maximum views, we don't do that. The top 5 categories in our country, which will get you the maximum views, you'll open any platform, you talk to any platform, CEO, chief, you look at the rankings, apart from us, you won't find anyone who's in our field. The top 5 categories that work. Number 1, horror. It really works in the podcast category. You will see in top 10, I think there are 6 or 7 podcasts which are horror. Okay. Number 2, religion. We don't do religion. Number 3, astrology. We don't do that as well. Number 2, sex and erotic conversations. We don't do that as well. Number 5, entertainment. All 5 categories we don't do. So there is no way that we would have won. So everything that works, we don't do. And I think that's the only formula that will actually help you become number one. Wow. So if you're very clear about what you're not going to do, that will set you apart. So we say no to everything that works because we are very clear what to do. Number 2 is we are very clear about any podcast that doesn't help you think better. We discard it. People don't know that we put about 150 episodes a year. but we record about 220, 230 episodes a year. And the rest of them, they never make it. We reject them after recording them because we are like, oh, maybe this guest was great, but they were not able to give insights which can be, which people can take. Or maybe I was not good enough, I was not able to articulate better, or I was not able to ask good questions. But in the end, if it's not helping you think better, we discard it. So I think the strategy is keep saying no, 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 until you reach a point where you're going to, accumulate a lot of people who also say a lot of no's in your life.
I think this speaks to the theme of the panel, which is values over views, which is one of your guiding philosophies. I've heard you speak about how you've literally turned down guests if you didn't feel like it was values aligned. Can you speak to a specific example of where you've drawn the line for figuring out?
It'll be very unfair if I take name of somebody, but I'll tell you. So in our office, there's a big sign which says values over views, sense over sensationalism, teachings over trends. And we live by that. Any podcast which lies on the other spectrum, we don't actually upload that. There are guests who must be, they've offered us insane money to feature them, but we have said no because they don't align with our philosophy of actually teaching something. They just want to promote themselves. Now, I'll give you a more juicier example. There was a politician, okay? And this politician, we did a podcast and very celebrated and decorated, probably, at least used to be. He's been on multiple podcasts after ours because we didn't upload his. So we recorded one podcast. I went there. He started bashing left, right, center to, like a lot of people. He started bashing a lot of people. He started giving me content which was it was so sensational. If I would have put it, I knew that it's minimum 15 million views. I knew it to the point that it's absolutely there. He would tell me about affairs of politicians. He started speaking about what goes on inside when they actually choose. He told me about people who have bought tickets and now they are becoming holier than I was like, the fuck is going on, right? So there was really controversial, great episode. But the entire podcast just had this. Anything which I asked him about teaching, learning, some insight, zero. He would just give me gossip. So we didn't upload that podcast. Today, I think probably he hates us. He his team texted my team, tried to threaten it as well, do bunch of things, but we didn't upload it because it didn't align with our values. So there are enough times where we have said no just because of this. There was another time where there was one rock star in the country, a very big, some superstar. We recorded, great episode, great guy. We loved it. And then because of some reason, his podcast got delayed by 1 month. So his team member started talking shit and started insulting and abusing one of my team members. And we said, no, we're never putting it out. We're sorry. Bye. Thank you. So stuff like that. So if it doesn't align with our values, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, how big you've become. We just say no. So values over views. That's the specific example.